In this video, we're going to replace some broken hinges on our stern storage locker door. Before we get into the repair, I just wanted to show you this really nifty telescoping ladder that I picked up from Home Depot. It easily stores in the car and it extends up to 12 feet, and it's great for getting in and out of the back of the boat when it's up on the hard. This rear storage locker has two stainless steel hinges, and one of them had rusted out and the center pin actually broke, and it separated into two pieces. Another neat item I want to show you: when you're winterizing your boat, pick up some of these Starbright No Damp packets that you could hang inside the boat. It absorbs any moisture and humidity in the air, so your boat is nice and musty free come the spring. You could actually see the water that it absorbs and drips in the bottom bag. Back onto the hinges. It's a real simple repair. The hardest part was actually finding an exact match for these hinges so that I didn't have to drill out or fill in any of the old holes. Just be careful as you're removing the brackets. You'll have to support the door, and I found it's best to detach the door from the boat itself and keep the hinges on the door. It's a lot easier to work on that way. Only one of the hinges were broken, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time before the second hinge goes. So I picked up two to replace today. The hinges are secured to the door with a locking nut, so I found it best to have a small vice grip that secures it as you unscrew the bolts from the other side of the hinge. What I discovered is these hinges are exactly the same size and type hinge that are used on the transom door and also the lazarette hatch, so it might be a good idea to keep a couple spares on the boat. The new hinges were very high quality and an exact replacement for the ones that were on the boat. The exact hinge comes from boatoutfitters.com. It's a little pricey at $22, but for the exact match, it was well worth the money. Reinstalling the new hinge was a little tricky. You want to make sure you get the hinge in the right direction and orientation to the door. Snug up all the nuts, but make sure you don't go too tight and crack the fiberglass. Reinstallation is fairly easy. Could be a little tricky as the hinges flop around as you're setting the door. When putting the screws in, don't tighten them down all at once. Keep them loose. You may have to move the door around to make sure it's centered right and fit correctly in the opening. If any of the screws are loose after tightening them down, you may have to use some marine text to fill the hole to have the screw fit tighter and hold the door securely. I may be doing that for my transom door in another video. So far so good. Just test the locking mechanism, make sure the door opens and closes evenly, and there's no extensive gaps when you close the door. If you do have some gaps, it may just need some adjustments and re-tightening of the screws. So that's it for this quick repair. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching.